In the previous video, we defined one kind of data. So that was enumeration data because we had an enumeration of multiple values in one data type. In this video, we're going to look at another kind of data, which is called struct data. So to start, I've pasted in all our code from the previous video so that we defined the species type, and we're going to use this type in our struct. And essentially, a struct is a special kind of data that can hold multiple values. So in this case, let's call the define struct function. Let's make a new struct called person, and this will store a person's name, age, and species. So now we begin the steps of the data design recipe. The first step is the data definition. So let's say a person is a make person, string for the name, positive integer for the age, species is the type for the species field. Then let's say name is the name of the person, age is the age of the person, and species is the species of the person. That's our data definition. Now for our interpretation, let's say this new data type represents a person, and it stores their name, age, and species. Now let's define some examples. So going back to Star Trek, let's define Spock's and his family. So let's start with his grandfather, Scon, make person, name, age, species. We can use our examples from above. Let me copy this. Let's define Scon's son, Sarek, and Sarek is 203 and also a Vulcan. And let's do Spock's mother, Amanda. She's 150, and she is human. Finally, let's do himself. Spock is 161, and he is hybrid species. So now we have an example. We have 4 examples of person struct. Let's make our template now. So this will show how we can access each of the fields of the person. Let's call it person temp. We'll take in the person. Again, we want to start with ... because we have some other code here, some other functions. Let's show how to take the person's name. So we want to use this selector, person-name p. This will take the name of the person out from this p person struct. ... person age person p person species p. And now person species is another data type, and it isn't one of the built-in data types that came with Racket. And because we have a template for species, we should use that here to handle the species data. So I'll call species temp on this data here and enclose it in parentheses. So now we have our completed template for person, and we'll be putting this template to use in another video.